Service is a lifelong commitment and dedication to helping others achieve results that matter to them. This perspective is what shapes our success outcome philosophy at Reliance Infosystems. As an organization, innovation and customer excellence are our heartbeats. That is why we come up with new methods, ideas, products, and solutions to meet our customers' needs while initiating and sustaining a symbiotic relationship with them. We aim to deliver exceptional services that surpass our customers' expectations. To achieve this, we see ourselves as partners or co-owners of their business. This way, we are better able to support our customers until they achieve their desired outcomes. We listen, understand, and ensure that we address our customers' pain points, knowing that our success is measured by the quantum of progress that we have been able to help them achieve. We are ready to also provide your organization with aligned innovations and guidance till success is attained. Reliance Infosystems. Reinventing the world. Service is a lifelong commitment and dedication to helping others achieve results that matter to them. This perspective is what shapes our success outcome philosophy at Reliance Infosystems. As an organization, innovation and customer excellence are our heartbeats. That is why we come up with new methods, ideas, products, and solutions to meet our customers' needs while initiating and sustaining a symbiotic relationship with them. We aim to deliver exceptional services that surpass our customers' expectations. To achieve this, we see ourselves as partners or co-owners of their business. This way, we are better able to support our customers until they achieve their desired outcomes. We listen, understand, and ensure that we address our customers' pain points, knowing that our success is measured by the quantum of progress that we have been able to help them achieve. We are ready to also provide your organization with aligned innovations and guidance till success is attained. Reliance Infosystems. Reinventing the world. Service is a lifelong commitment and dedication to helping others achieve results that matter to them. This perspective is what shapes our success outcome philosophy at Reliance Infosystems. As an organization, innovation and customer excellence are our heartbeats. That is why we come up with new methods, ideas, products, and solutions to meet our customers' needs while initiating and sustaining a symbiotic relationship with them. We aim to deliver exceptional services that surpass our customers' expectations. To achieve this, we see ourselves as partners or co-owners of their business. This way, we are better able to support our customers until they achieve their desired outcomes. We listen, understand, and ensure that we address our customers' pain points, knowing that our success is measured by the quantum of progress that we have been.
And then we will go for the lunch break. So I hope you all are good to go. Is it good to go? Yes? I can't hear. Yes? Okay. So next we will be, speaking on biz apps, and then we will speak on the interesting topic, which will be what we are offering, Reliance, as Reliance, what we have for you here in Egypt and around the globe. So,
dedication to helping others achieve results that matter to them. This perspective is what shapes our success.
My colleague is stuck somewhere. Let him get out of that. So I'll call him up and then he'll start on BizApps. Come on, Mr. Danjuma. Everyone is waiting for you. Okay, so I'll invite Mr. Danjuma, who is looking after the UK region. Yeah, okay. So please welcome Mr. Danjuma, who will be speaking on the BizApps. So I hand over him the mic.
Thank you, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, did I get that right? Okay. Thank you, Jamil. Yeah, I'm so excited to be here today, and I'm happy for all of you that have come, and I hope you get the best out of this. How do I move? Yeah. Okay, so we'll be talking about doing more with less, and that has been, you've heard the previous one also, about modern work. And then, so, sorry, we're still doing some testing. No, I need to go back. Okay, yeah, so my name is Danjuma Audu. I'm President Digital Transformation, and I'm based in London. But again, I'm always everywhere. So I'm here today in Egypt, and I really like it, and I'll be here for a very long time. So we're talking about business applications as it relates to do more with less. And that has been the theme of today. Now, in the last 2 years, we got COVID, and that changes everything. It changed everything. A lot of business went down. A lot of people were out of jobs, and there were many dead. Some business were completely wiped out. But today, companies are recovering. We're coming back fully. And then there's remote work, and then everyone is doing the best to face a new reality. And the remote work is what everyone has to recognize today, and that's the changes that we've seen. And of course, for businesses, the managers don't really have room for failure. What we are talking about now is growth, 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 growth. There are no room for failures anymore. And of course, cost reduction, efficiency is actually what they are talking about. And that is what we are talking about, do more with less. When you look at the concept, do more with less, you're essentially talking about a huge lot of cost saving here, where you have less resources, then you'll be able to do more and more and more of it. What you have is less complexity, you have simplicity, and you have enormous results. And of course, that translates to profitability. If during the pandemic, you were able to order things online, I'm sure now you still want to order those things online. You don't want to hear the situation where now the pandemic is over, maybe those new things that happens then, they are not necessary anymore. No. Now you've got to do more. And as we live in the post-pandemic world, and as business starts to go back to normal, growth is what everyone is talking about. And that growth has to be a very sustainable one. And also the companies or the businesses that actually survived COVID were businesses that were optimized or at some point has been digitally transformed to an extent. And those who couldn't withstand it were those who probably were at the infancy of their digital transformation. And so, for now, all that matters is a sustainable growth, and that's also what we're talking about, doing more with less. You have less, and then you do more. But again, if you look at it, how do you want to grow a business? If you do the normal maths, for you to have good profitability, it makes sense to have less expense. That means even if you have high sales, you must have less expense. You must have less overhead. And also in this case, you must have some apps that you've bought, not so expensive. The apps that could do a whole lot of things for you. And then you see that you have less and then you're doing more. And it's only then that you can have a sustainable growth. And that's what we are talking about. And now this is the message from Satya Nadella itself. And when you look at doing more with less, as I've explained earlier, it's talking about doing things with less complexity, total understanding of what we are talking about. It's probably something you think is not possible, and as we go along, you'll be able to see how the possibilities are enormous. So this is the message from Satya Nadella himself, and this is the CEO of Microsoft. Yes, doing more with less is very, very, very possible, especially with Microsoft. Let's look at a scenario where I'm not sure any business can survive without customers. So for you to have a business, obviously you have a customer. And one of it is how do you talk about improving your customer experience? A question was asked earlier about how should someone deal with the customer. At the time when my colleague presented the topic earlier, that digital transformation. So it's about customers. So let's look at the scenario for how do you want to improve your customer experience. And let's look at things that actually plays out. Now, if you put the right system in place, and those who have done things already, and these are the numbers that we're getting, return on investment is quite double what they put there, more than double it. And that's 15%. A huge cost savings for them. And then the efficiency is quite went up. And that is how they begin to understand it, do more with less. And I'll preach a scenario to you now. At the time, when I first got to the UK, I tried opening a bank account in January, and the bank asked me to come by March 31st for the bank opening. And I was like, I asked the bank manager that, okay, if I come by March 31st, are you offering me a job, or is this still about me opening an account with you? Because from where I come from, in Ghana, in Nigeria, you want to open a bank account, at the very most, it's a day. At the very worst, 2 days. And in the UK, you're asking me to spend almost, I have to wait 3 months to open a bank account. And so I thought it was something that was predominant among the banks. But there were other banks that were licensed by the same regulators that could actually do that for you in a day. And I realized that till now, those new banks that did those have won a lot of awards, and they're encroaching into the business of those other big banks. And then for them to increase or improve customer service had become a nightmare for them. It's something they are struggling with all their life. At times you might wonder why do business fail? It will be something as simple as this. So let's look at this process. For instance, there's a customer request. So just go through this customer request. Customer request today might come through a lot of source. It could be SMS. Now we've got social media. Social media is something that we shouldn't downplay. Social media is playing an incredible role in customer acquisition and customer satisfaction. And then there are solutions that actually will help you to get to these customers and improve your offerings to them. And then so that happens, so that's the social media there, and then we got to, okay, so what are the options? Loan, forex, account, savings account, debit. And then if you go down, this probably happened in a weekend, and then the system is able to direct that to someone who's probably available for that week, on that weekend. And then the customer actually got served. Now, in today, for you to have this, you might be thinking that you need a very big system. You might be thinking that you need to pay millions of dollars to have that system. But what we are saying is that with Microsoft, you can actually get this done. And what happens here is that you, as a business leader who understands the business better than anyone, can actually design this yourself. And that is what we're saying, do more with less. You can do this yourself, and you don't really necessarily have to pay one developers that kind of try to rip you off, because without them you really can't do anything. Those days are over now, my friend. And then we look at another one. I don't know if you've been to a website and then you see bots, something chatting you up. You see a system trying to attend to you. Oftentimes, you want to say you want to speak to a physical person. Has anyone had that experience here before? Maybe you're on a website, you see a bot, a virtual service, yes. And then you don't really like the options, because your unique, what you're looking for is probably not among those things. And even when you find them, it doesn't really have a desired end. You probably don't get it. You still get frustrated. You might spend hours on that website trying to get that done. The challenge is this. For many businesses that have done this, the whole thing was done by a developer. At that time, that was a business requirement. And then they had done, because it will pass through the UQAT, the acceptance. So the management will do all the needful, they'll cut all the T's and dot all the I's for them to be able to pay for the service. 3 months down the line, the government changes policy. 3 months down the line, you have new set of customers that want new set of things, that they want to be treated in a different way. And then your business needs to respond to that quickly. Now, what you might want to do, what others' business will do traditionally, if you have an XLA with the person or with the business that provides that service for you, thank God. That's good luck for you. In most cases, you may not have, because everything seems perfect at the onset. You might have to go back to them, sign SLA, that whole process, you look at the whole cost, it becomes so expensive. Oftentimes, you forget it. These are what is evidence. And it's not just in Africa, it's in the UK. I see this in the UK every now and then. But what we are saying is that how about if you, who is not a programmer, or someone in your department who is not a programmer, who is not a developer, is able to configure this thing, get to a system, draw it and say, okay, the customer come here, is this, do it by yourself, drag and drop. How about that possibility is what we are talking about. And this is just one, and then you look at the other one, and this is the one that baffled me most. How have you ever imagined that you want to get customers from Twitter? You want to get customers from Facebook, from Instagram, from LinkedIn? Just think about it. How? If you look at this, I'm going to focus on the channels. We look at the web. I think today most of us probably focus on the web, getting customers from the web, yes, or get interactions from, relating to your customers from the web, or interacting with your customers via the web. Then we have chat, then we have email, we used to that. Look at Facebook. Okay, phone integration is something. Okay, how many of you feel so well that you call the customer, and the customer is telling you the last time you called and was asking you that they were able to help you fix this one problem, or the problem, or the issue that you raised last time, we haven't been able to fix it, but we're working on it, and probably that happened 2 years ago. You might want to feel that this customer knows me so well. I'm sure you'll be excited if that happens to you. And then it actually allows customers to feel that these guys really know me and they care about me. Perhaps they might want to give you some suggestions and becomes your brand ambassador. And then that means we are talking about you engaging your customer in a unique way. And that comes with a good benefit to the business. You see, now we're talking about top practitioners, the one that we don't even know at all. We don't know the one that is coming tomorrow. Now we're talking about this that we know already. And these are the possibilities we're talking about. So what we should be talking about is opening up our minds and think. And I'm going to tell you that whatever you can think, that you should be able to achieve it. Now, so we talk about how to interact or engage your customers across channels, or you want to improve customers' experience. That's one. Now let's look at what happened in supply chains. Or if you have a system that has to talk to one another and then you need to get something done, probably you have a lot of them. So you want to know what's happening in the business. You see, so that's end-to-end visibility. Yeah, lack of agility to meet changing customers' demand. The customers are changing because they are human. They're human. So even though if you're an airline, the customers who wants a business class with you and then you have all your offering, they want to ask you other things. How quickly, even though you know how to do that, but how will you change your system to adapt? I'll give you an example. In Nigeria at the time, we have a lot of airlines that use a solution that when something goes wrong, they have to fly in one guy from UK. And then this guy stays in a hotel, you know, incurring so much bills. And then by the time the airline do their mass at the end of the month, they're facing huge expenses. 80% of that expenses is not even the airline, it's not even the aircraft maintenance. It's bringing in, flying someone from abroad to fix something very simple. And we got involved, and we were able to tell them, okay, these are the things that you could do all by yourself. The airline was owing the bank about 3 billion naira. Sorry, that billion is not that too big, so it's not $1 billion. But we were able to get involved, and the airline was able to pay that whole money in 2 years. You know, they were struggling to get that done in like 5 years. And just because they were able to get things done by themselves, without incurring all those expenses. And then, in fact, they thought it was completely impossible. And we showed them, no, it's possible. Once you can think about it, it is. I remember back then, we were always in the office with the MD. And the MD was the one telling us the whole process, how he wants it. And it happens, full control. And I'm saying that that is very much possible to everyone here and to your customers as well. Now, what we see most times is that you have a lot of systems. System A, system B, system B. So, and let me tell you how that came to be. So you buy one system to do one thing for you. Then later, you need to buy another one to do something else for you. Another one to do another things for you. What happens like that, you have more system, but you know what? You're doing the opposite. You're doing less. In that case, it's reversed now. That means more. You have more, and you are doing less. And I'll give you an example. You might want an email, just something that will send an email to your customer. And probably you just buy a system that could do that. Very expensive. It does that efficiently well. And 2 years later, you want a system that will probably provide those emails and then integrate them to other, maybe to your finance. If you're in insurance, for instance, you want to know when something is due. Or if you are in any other business where you deal with subscription, where subscription model is what you use, you might want to integrate and say, okay, let me find out if your account is about to expire. We'll probably send you an email. And then, or if your account has expired, or if you have offers, you will realize that you might need another system that will do that for you. Because as at the time you bought that first one, that full integration wasn't considered. And then you have another system. You now have 2 systems. And then it goes on. It's the same cycle. So you have more system. And you need to keep maintaining this separate system. So that's cost. That's overhead. And that really won't help you. And of course, the employees are not, they are not empowered. They have to open multiple systems to get something done. How about they open one system and then they are able to find everything that they need? In fact, the COVID made us realize the full meaning of business continuity. There were those customers that we went about preaching cloud and cloud transformation and digital transformation. In fact, they chased us out. They said, go away, we don't want to hear about cloud. We don't want to hear about that digital transformation. We don't want to hear about consolidation. We don't want to hear about this thing you're talking about. And when COVID came, they came back calling in mass. And according to Satya Nadella, what we expect to happen in 10 years actually happened in less than a year. The kind of adoption that actually happened in terms of system adoption and digital transformation. So these are some of the challenges that you find in supply. And then what we are saying is that if you have a system like this, for instance, Microsoft Dynamics 365 ERP, you look at your sales and service management, financial management, project management, operations, reporting, supply chains. How about what you're looking for isn't here, or at the time you bought this? These are all that matters to you. What I'm saying is that you can add more and build more all by yourself without breaking your neck. It's something you could do all by yourself, and then there are third-party systems that you could connect. And that's where Microsoft Dynamics 365 comes in. And then that's one of the apps. We'll go into more. And then we're talking about, with that, you'll be able to do a whole lot more all by yourself. And these are testimonies. If you look down, so we have the call to recycle. They did a whole lot of cost savings there. And then when you go down there, you look at those in the payments, you look at the pay zone. Then return on investment is actually more than the whole money invested in it over the 3-year period. And productivity went up. But let me tell you how you could even do more with this. And then so there's another part of it which we call the Power Platform. And that's part of also Microsoft 365. And then we'll go into that shortly. With Dynamics 365 alone, you are having just 55%. Microsoft thinks you should have more. They think 55% is small. And then with Power Platform, they are saying 80. And that's the very least you can get with Power Platform. You could push that number up by yourself. But they felt that 55 isn't enough. If you want more, do that Power Platform, and then you can just shoot that number up. So now we talk about Power Platform. And I'm going to ask a question now for everyone here. And I just want sincere answers. So these are some of the challenges that you have at your workplace when you look at your organizations, where you work, or your customers. Several applications in silos, as I've mentioned earlier. Multiple manuals, a lot of processes that don't talk to each other, they don't connect. You just keep having more and more, and then it seems that there are no progress. You think you're not really even making anything. You just can't solve that problem. And then you might think that maybe your guys are bad because they are not taking new technology, and you think the issue is technology. It's really not. Well, we have increased skill shortages now, and then my colleague will come back later and then talk more about what we're doing about that. But let's see how organizations are doing it, and let's see how Microsoft is helping organizations to achieve this and solve all this problem. Now, Microsoft believes that a whole lot of challenges you have in terms of processes, 50% of them could actually be automated. And that is not you buying one gigantic software or one system or one big ERP to do that. You can actually do that yourself with what you have. And whether anyhow you look at it, whether you want to automate or you want to do anything, there is need for you to do more. Going more digitally, building more apps, build more softwares. That is always what comes up. And that is always the challenges. And let's see how these things have been addressed. Of course, the demands are always very high. You really can't help, and you think your guys aren't strong enough. You think you need more employees, or you think things aren't just working the way you want it. But actually, let's look at the statistics. About 750 million, that's apps will be created in the next 5 years. 85% of organizations actually struggle with data because you have a lot of silos and you cannot consolidate those data and have visibility and then make use of those data. And like I said earlier, skill issues. About 4 million developers shortfall by 2025. We don't even have enough developers, even though you have the budget and you want to do apps by yourself, or you want to build apps, or you want to contract a company to build those apps for you. Those companies themselves won't even have enough developers. Developers in today's world are very, very, very scarce. I don't know if any of you have experienced that. Has anyone experienced that? You're trying to hire developers and then you probably interview like 50 before you can get 5. I don't know. I've seen that. Has anyone experienced that in the room? Oh yeah, you can't find them. And it's a big, big, big issue. And let's see how now, how many of you have Microsoft 365 here? Anyone? Yeah, so there's a good news. And there's something that you're not doing well. I don't know if I should call that bad news. So which one do you want to hear first? The good news or the other one? The good news. The good news is that you're sitting on gold. If you're Microsoft 365, you're sitting on gold. How many of you have been in a ship cruise? Anyone here? On a ship, maybe like a week, 2? Okay? There are some, you just don't want to raise up your hand, I understand. So, it's like there are some who go on the ship voyage and they are buying food in that same ship. So when you have Microsoft 365 and then you spend so much money buying other big systems, that's exactly what you're doing. And that is the bad news, is that you're not making good use of it. You're using probably less than 10% of the whole thing. And then I will expose you to how you can maximize the value of that gold you're sitting on. And that is the Microsoft 365. And that is the real essence of doing more with less. In today, one of the solutions you have that comes with it is the Microsoft Power Platform. And then we're looking at, when you go this route, we're talking about 75% reduction in cost because you're going to do these apps yourself. You don't need developers, or who doesn't even understand the business. If you want to build a business or a software, for instance, to do something for you, you still need to play up with time to get the requirements really sorted out. That takes enormous amount of time. How about those who in the finance department building apps that the finance will use? Or how about those in admin who understand the business processes, building apps that will be used by the finance? Of course, the time, the requirement gathering that takes months, you don't need that anymore. That huge money that you have to pay that developer, you don't need that anymore. And then that SLA that you must sign. And then if something changes, business changes, the dynamics that we are in now, you have to pay much more. Maybe government, there are new regulations, and that comes to you at an extra cost. We are saying that with this, you can actually completely avoid all of that. And so here, the Power Platform actually has space for everyone. Everyone here, if you are not working in Power Platform today, you're probably a potential maker. It's a drag and drop, where you say, okay, you just put a process it moved from stage 1 to stage 2, and then you just do that drag and drop yourself. That's the deal. And then even for a pro developer, there is still something for a pro developer. But if you don't even have any idea about programming, we are saying that with Microsoft 365, you are building the solutions that you need. And then that whole challenge that comes with scarcity of developers, you will be insulated. And that won't affect you. And that will help you to remain competitive. And again, it goes back to the team, doing more with less. And then so when you look at these applications, we're looking at the Power BI, and that's, of course, that's what you use for business analytics. We look at the Power Apps, that's for the application development. It's drag and drop. The Power Automate, that's what you use for processes. And then the Power Virtual Agent, that's what you use for the bots. And then the Power Pages, yes, you cannot do some things on the website all by yourself. You don't have to know AXP. You don't have to understand PHP or any of those. You can actually do that by yourself. What I mean is that those in finance, those in admin, those in HR, they could actually use these tools to innovate. At the end of the day, they really have to innovate for you to be competitive. Innovation doesn't have to come with so much cost. And that's why we are saying do more with less. So in summary, so you're looking at, for instance, whether you like it or not, the way it happens is that you might think the developers aren't doing their job. They're just overwhelmed. You're wondering, you started this thing since January, when are we going to the market? The time to develop is taking too long, and you're complaining, you're firing them, you're bringing new one, you're thinking things will change, and it doesn't change. It's because you're overwhelmed. Power Apps will solve that for you. You don't have to go through all of that. And then the Power Virtual Agent, of course, if you want to do chatbots. And then too many manual processes can do this. Then we have Power Pages, like a website. And then you want insight to the bunch of data that you have in terms of, if you have silos, you have a lot of applications. Each of these applications have unlimited data in them, and then you really want to make value, make good sense of this data. And then Power BI is something that will help you achieve that. And then here, so we look at the Microsoft 365 like I mentioned earlier. So these are all the apps. So when you have Microsoft 365, you're sitting on this. But what we've seen is that the customers who have Microsoft 365, and most of the customers that we've seen normally buy the Microsoft 365 because of email, Excel, Word. I said, can you tell, does anybody ever use anything other than those that I've mentioned? Word, Excel, email? Wow, we have few. So you need to get your hands dirty on this, and it's just drag and drop. In Nigeria, we've been able to save some companies in Nigeria, Ghana, and Botswana. We've been able to save some companies. Money set aside for ERP, and that will cost them millions of dollars. When we told them that, no, you bought Microsoft 365, they said, no, we have budget for it. We said, no, you can use this same money, push that money to marketing. You don't need to buy that gigantic third-party software you want to buy, no. With this, with Microsoft 365, we can achieve all of this for you. It will make you do them yourself, and they didn't believe us. It happens. You know, they just have millions of dollars, push that to marketing. Just like that, and the news was just spreading, and then that's how we got our hands very dirty into all of this. And then, does anyone use Teams here? Does anyone use Teams? What do you do with Teams?
Everyone uses Teams, right?
It's not changing.
Or there is someone who doesn't use Teams? Yeah, everyone uses Teams.
Okay. Everyone use Teams. Now that is Teams. So Microsoft 365, we're looking at the collaboration. Look at Teams, SharePoint, OneDrive. I'm sure we all use Microsoft. I'm sure we all use OneDrive. Then productivity, yes, we're all familiar with this, Microsoft Outlook. Then the automation that I mentioned earlier, look at it there. That means those processes, manual processes, you can actually automate this. you don't have to buy those highly expensive digitization softwares that will just cost you millions of dollars. We are saying that Microsoft 365 could actually save you that money. You can put that money into marketing, into research and development, and do other things. Now, and then we've talked about the security and compliance much earlier. So that is also another cost saving. In fact, for us, because we also support other OEMs as well in terms of security. But right now, we find ourselves selling this to customers, and then we don't have to carry some of those OEMs anymore, because we realize that if a customer has this, then what's the point of that? So it's like if we don't do that, it's like we're lying to ourselves. So that's another huge cost saving for you as well. And it's also making sense when you look at that topic again very well. How can I do more with less? I'm sure a lot of us should be able to answer that question, right? Now, I was going to talk about teams. So what else do you do with teams? This one is not moving well. It's not moving well. What else do you do with teams? Anyone? I know you do chat with teams. Messaging, right? Meetings, right? With teams. Anything else? Okay. How do you know you can actually build apps on Teams? And I'll show you some of the apps that we've built on Teams. You could build real-time apps. Apps that you could use even in finance, in admin, in HR. And I'll show you some of those apps. No. Okay. That phone, that is an app on Teams that has to do, this is just the approval part. For instance, I'm applying for leave. I'm doing it from my phone on Teams. And the message gets sent to my boss, and my boss checked it. Someone relieving me. So the system confirms all of that, and my boss approves, and he goes to the next, Or I want to travel, and I need some funds to be released to me, and then I can do that, all of that from my phone. If you look around you very well, those who are very active in the workplace now are millennials. There are those who receive who could receive phones as gift. When I was born, there was nothing like phone. When I left the university in Nigeria, we didn't have phone. But now some of them use this phone in the university. In fact, if you want to have a girlfriend over there, it's permitted in Nigeria. If you give her a phone, it means you're a good guy, And so they practically live their life around phones. And we're saying that it's better you build those systems around them. And that talks about the employee engagement, empowering your employees. How about you build your whole processes on Teams? Has anyone ever imagined that here? It's happening. So if you have Teams and you're not building apps on it, and the other man and the other company is building apps on it, at the same year, all of you will pay the same subscription fee. So if you're not using your Teams, it's bad news. It's waste. And again, you really don't even have a competitor for Teams, even for that basic function of collaboration or messaging that it performs. So why are you playing with the gold in your hand? So you're sitting on gold. And here, I'll be able to, oh my God, this thing just, can you take me back, please? So now, there are a lot of apps that we've built for customers, and then we can actually, say go back. Well, we just run through this. No, go back. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so these are a lot of apps that you could just think of. I'm sure most of you will probably have any of these processes in your organization. If it's not in admin, it's in procurement unit. If it's not in procurement, it's in finance. If it's not in finance, it's in HR. Any hands up here? I'm sure you all could identify with these processes. These are business processes. You could have them on Power Apps, and then you could have them on Teams as well. And also, if you have Microsoft Dynamics 365, and it doesn't have they require processes that you want, you could actually build on them. We use Power Platform to build those processes at your Dynamics 365 because they are all sitting on the same common data model. They are all the same. So that's why we said with Power Platform with Microsoft 365, you have 80% cost saving. 80%. So we're almost, so we just go through some of the apps that we built with Microsoft 365. This software actually helps a lot of companies during the pandemic where they don't require IT to be on ground. And then you'll be able to consolidate everything that you have, do everything from one spot, access multiple systems from one spot. And this sits on SharePoint. And then this is a help desk built with Microsoft Teams. And then you see that dashboard there, built with Power BI. These are all the things you have on Microsoft 365 already. And then we're looking at Human 365. This is an app it's an HR app, end-to-end. And it's built on Microsoft 365. I'm sure if I ask anyone here to list the names of HR applications in the world, I'm sure we're going to have a whole lot of lists. How about you don't have to pay, you don't have to pay a platform and have that yourself. And you that you are in the HR, build this yourself. And then you'll be able to maintain it. This is just one of the applications. So we're looking at the employee self-service, even automated payroll system, performance management. You could do all of this via Teams. Performance management alone is something big. Companies pay millions of dollars to have it. But we are saying that with Teams, you could start putting all this together by yourself. And then we're looking at, this is an information asset management where you manage your asset in terms of laptops, devices, how it's being used, even onboarding of new employee, and all the assets that's in the control of the organization. So it's a whole lot of tools. Just think of any tool, any software you want. You can actually start that with Microsoft 365. There's a whole lot of them. Accenture is an application that we've built and it's been sold in a lot of countries today. And it sits on the Power Platform. There's a Teams version as well. And this asset and inventory, even if you have a factory, maybe like those boilers, those air conditioners, even your vehicles, you could just register them there and then you look at the maintenance and then you'll be able to use this device when you need them, and then be able to maintain them appropriately, so that in order to avoid the unplanned breakdown. And then we have another one. This is for carpooling. You may have a lot of cars, but again, you want to efficiently manage it in terms of even the spend, where they go, who drives it, who books that, rather than using the regular Uber. A lot of admin use this, and this is where you see the staff would actually book a ride themselves. But it's something you could think about, and then you have it. You just think of anything, and then this is it. So you have a whole lot of this. So this is the dashboard for it also on Microsoft 365. That's what we're talking about. And then you have another one. If you're in the medicals, this talks about appointments. It talks about doctors, talks about patients. All that you want to talk about in the medical field. So this is it depends. For every industry, it covers every industry. Every industry uses Microsoft 365. So there's a whole lot. Cash advance is something like an expense report. You spend some money, then you want to report how that money was spent, and then you could build those things all by yourself. Okay, please, can we now say Microsoft 365 is like, if you have it and you're not doing this, should we now agree that you're sitting on good? Did I make sense? I need a show of hands. Encourage me now. Nobody is talking. Do we agree that you're sitting on good? That with Microsoft 365 you could do all of this? Yeah, because these are things that you would buy from other vendors that are not on Microsoft, and then you pay for them. If they are not, if it's not subscription based, then it's probably maybe they deploy it on the system, maybe off the shelf, and then just on premise. But you still have to pay for it and maintain it. Now, the whole message we're talking about is extensibility. You buy an application for one thing, and then you're able to extend it to do what you want. And that's why we say, do more with less. Without the extensibility, we really can't talk about do more with less when it comes to business apps. And then, so it starts from the Microsoft 365 that you have, and then you look at all the Power Apps that I spoke about. You look at the connector, and then you see how it relates to Dynamics 365 ERP. But it's by this model that you are able to actually extend the ERP, and that's what makes Microsoft so different when you compare that Dynamics 365 with other ERPs. I have worked on some ERPs before, and the truth is, when you want to make changes to these applications or the business requires changes, it's very expensive. It's very, very expensive. Some businesses don't even try it. They just stay there. So you might be wondering why they have old systems. Oftentimes, the cost of ownership, of extending that solution or trying to customize it to the new business reality is always very expensive and difficult. What we are saying here is that all of this with Microsoft 365 is very simple. When you can think about it, then it's done. I think that's the end. So, yeah, I think that's the end.
Thank you so much, Mr. Danjuma, for such a wonderful presentation. Do you have any question for Mr. Danjuma? I hope he was clear in his speech. He has got something for you.
Okay.
It's not a specific question, but we have many tools you share with us in Teams, and I think every software we have to utilize and know all the features. Many companies here in Egypt provide the service and the solution, but didn't provide all the information about the software. So I think you are very good to show or share many tools in one application, and that's what we want to have to add value to our software and utilize everything we have to buy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I think there's another question.
Yes.
So I'll probably maybe talk about them.
Okay, actually, I know a lot today, thank you, but I just want to ask about localization. All these applications are fully localized to Arabic?
Well, I think Arabic is just about language. So there's the codes that does it is still the same. I didn't get that, sir.
I'm talking about UI and...
no, yes.
Is it fully localized or just support Arabic? Actually?
No, it's fully, yeah. You could look. So let's come from the development standpoint. It's all about what you want. So for instance, if you are building this for your admin, you got to build exactly what works for them. And language or visual expression is just one of those things. They must use it, they must get the value, otherwise, what's the point? Yeah, okay. Did I answer your question, or was it a question, I think? Okay, yeah, okay. Now, what we do differently, and I think this is a differentiation, what we do differently in the countries where we operate, and my colleague has spoken, like where we look at customers as our partners, is that we just want you to succeed. And so I will give an example earlier that we're carrying some OEM, some other products that were security products actually. But because Microsoft is offering them, and you already have Microsoft 365, and that is there. We say, you know what, why don't you use it? Now, when you have Teams, a lot of the templates on Teams might not meet your needs. But what I just said and what is the reality is that we have been able to help customers build solutions from the very, very scratch, from the bottom to the up. So it's about what you want. And then we're saying that, and that also helps you to quickly move in terms of fast track your digital transformation and get this done quickly. So you mentioned automation. Yes, that's also another avenue where you can do automation really, really fast. So you look at SharePoint, you look at Power Apps, and then you look at Teams. So they're all there. All of these are Microsoft 365. So we've seen companies that invest heavily on others, third-party solutions that cost millions of dollars. And we're like, you have this already. And we not just build it for you, we make sure that you can build it yourself. So if you have Teams, Microsoft 365, and you're looking at that, you could just talk to us. We could see how we can build these things for you. At some point, we build a lot of this for some customers almost free. So we just have an agreement. Okay, you want to do business with us. Okay, this is how we're helping you. We've done a whole lot of that. And we could train you for free, help you for free, help you make sure you're able to get this done. We hope that, you know, we work together, we help you succeed, and somewhere along the line, you do more business with us, and that's where we make a little profit, where we were able to pay some of your young ones that work with us, that's salaries, you know. So we just focus on the little one. But we are really very much happy to help anyone if you have these needs. Like Teams, another area you should look at. They see a lot. Microsoft has great plans for Teams. It's a lot. If you look at when Zoom came out, I don't know if you remember when Zoom, during the pandemic, you know, Zoom was the in thing, right? And then Teams came. Now, look at where Zoom is now, and look at where Teams is now. You probably can't compare them. I don't know if anyone has tried that. And that Teams, there's updates, more things are happening on Teams every now and then. So you should look at that area.
Thank you so much, Mr. Denjuma. Thank you for your presentation. So next, I'll call up on a few of our partners who are working us internationally and who will be working with us here in Egypt. First of all, I'll invite Ms. Yara Abdul Samad. She's from the law firm, Mohammed Nasser and Partners. So please welcome Ms. Yara. Thank you so much, Ms. Yara. Stage is yours. You can speak.
Yeah, thank you so much. So good afternoon, مساء الخير. My name is Yara Abdul Samad. I'm a senior associate at Mohammed Nasser and Partners law firm located here in Cairo, Egypt, the legal consulting firm and that carries all legal activities for Reliance Infosystems in Egypt and North Africa. They're known as the cloud-based Egypt here in Egypt. So first of all, I want to thank you for the previous speech, as it was a very addition to non-developers or non-tech sectors, as we use Teams, but you showed us a lot, and you add to the capabilities of the Teams app. So it gives us great pleasure to witness the launch of the Reliance Infosystems business in Egypt. Through the past months, we have been dedicated to facilitate all legal and advisory actions with Mr. Olaimi and his leadership here, whom in trust and in turn showed full collaboration, resulting in a smooth and harmonic relationship that led us to establish, register, and activate their profile with the Egyptian authorities in a timely manner. Our partnership with the Reliance Infosystem is built on trust, respect, and commitment. Those main three pillars are the keys to their success and us as well. quoting from their website, making companies a better place, one solution at a time. Reliance are widespread all over the globe with several offices in Africa, UAE, Canada, and the US with their mission in mind to make companies better with their diverse solutions, offering whether it be through business transformation, operational excellence, or protection assurance. And that was explained a lot in the whole event through the speeches. Reliance Infosystems customer base comprised large, medium, and small corporates across all industries, like us. And it also gives us great honor to witness Reliance Infosystems reach their potential in the Egyptian market. Also, the direction and the strategy put by Mr. Olaimi, whom we are sincerely missing today, and Mr. Jamil, that contributed to the growth and agility of the company, with the future plans to still grow in the MENA region. And we're really honored to be their partner of success. Thank you so much, Reliance Infosystems, for giving us the opportunity.
Great, great. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you here. So that was Ms. Yara. Thank you so much, one of our partners. Next, I'll call Mr. Assam, who is the CEO and let me just get it right. Yes, so he's the founder.
I'm your brother.
Yes, and he's my brother. So we were, a few days back, we were in Dubai. We were in an event, yes, with Microsoft in Fujairah.
Yeah.
And now we are here. Time just passes so quickly. You know, it's just a few days. We met there, and we are here back now in this event. It's a pleasure to have you here. And yes, introduce yourself, and the stage is yours.
Thank you.
Love to hear from you.
Can we have the slide, please?
Yes.
مساء الخير، أنا اسمي عصام خفاجي، أنا شريك وسي او لشركة اسمها FVC. إحنا mainly value added distributor في مجال اليونيفايد كوميونيكيشن والكولابوريشن، وفي مجال السايبر سيكيورتي، وفي مجال الانتراكتيف سكرين، الحاجات بتاعة الفيديو كونفرنسنج. إحنا بنشتغل مع ريلاينس mainly في دبي وفي كذا دولة أفريقية. إحنا عندنا بريزنس في يمكن 5-6 دول أفريقية، وكمان بنشتغل معاهم في UK، واحنا موجودين كمان هنا في مصر. فان شاء الله هنبقى موجودين معاهم. احنا مينلي مع ريلاينس احنا بنشتغل في الحته بتاعت مايكروسوفت تيمز تحديدا يعني. ليه؟ لان احنا بنشتغل في الديفايسز اللي هي بتبقى زي الهوست للمايكروسوفت تيمز، زي الديفايسز بتاعت لوجيتك وبولي فور اكزامبل. وكمان احنا كشركه بقى عندنا حاجات تانية كتير خارج الموضوع ده. دي سلايد مختصرة للموضوع، يعني أنا موجود هنا لو حد انترستد أو حابب يستفسر عن أي حاجة. أنا موجود وتحت أمركم، وشكرا جزيلا.
Thank you so much, Mr. Assam. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you here on the stage. So we move forward and... Where's my laptop? Oh, sorry, I'm just lost. Okay, so next, we'll call upon Ms. Tuto, who is the... Sorry? You... So it's your turn now, Tuto. So I'll invite Ms. Tuto, who is the Vice President for Digital Transformation and who is looking after the Botswana region. She's the country manager for Botswana. And she's going to speak on the offers of Reliance. Very interesting. You will be knowing now what we are offering and what we have for you. So, Tuto, please.
Thank you, Mr. Jamil. Shukran, yes, shukran. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Honestly, it's amazing to see all of you here with us today. Really blessed because we are new to Egypt, and we want to collaborate and partner with you. We want to make you friends, new business, and more money, right? Okay, so we're going to do something special. Today, you have been seeing everywhere, you see Reliance, Reliance, Reliance. but now we're in Egypt. So we are launching our business today in Egypt. And you have seen here today our partners and those we work with, all right? So we're going to do a countdown to launch officially our business in Egypt. All right, so please, Mr. Koya, hold on, pause.
Oh, it's all.
It's almost there. No, you have to start from the beginning. Just start it from the beginning, please. Okay. Just pause again. I need the sound for the effect. Please, my sound engineer. Video sound, please. Okay. Okay, we're going to get it right, all right? Thank you so much for your patience. I hope you've been having a good time connecting with our colleagues, all right? So.
It's okay, Tutu.
Okay,
Relax.
We'll get there. We'll get it right. What do we say
It will happen. Just breathe. It's okay.
What do we say in Arabic when you say relax? What do you say?
Relax.
Just say relax.
You're relaxed. Just relax.
No, I mean, what's the word? How do I say it? Is relax? Okay.
Relax.
You know, I come from Botswana, so I don't speak Arabic. I speak Setswana. So can I speak Setswana?
Anyone here?
Any Setswana speakers in the house? Okay, I'm alone. Okay, Mr. Koya, pause and start from 1, please.
From 1.
Can we get it to count down from 10?
So
Just enlarge it.
let's have the launch, official launch.
Official launch, yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
We all are excited.
Okay, full screen. Full blown. No, just double click on the, okay. All right, here we go. Can we all do the countdown together?
Please.
Okay, something is coming after this, okay? I promise, it's good, okay? All right, let's go. You can start, Mr. Koya.
Yeah. Okay.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'd like to officially launch our company Cloudbase in Egypt. And okay, we can't do it again. It's done already.
It's done.
It's done already. Thank you so much.
One launch is enough.
we
We will wait.
We have to do another event, you know, yeah. But thank you. Thank you so much for taking your time today. I'll be the last, should I say, you know, official speaker in terms of the business. And myself, I'm Tuto. Tuto is education in my language. It means education, okay? I went to the museum and I saw the pharaohs. And one of the pharaohs' name is it Tutmos? How do you say it? You say Hotmos, okay. But you see, the T-H-U-T is my name. So in my country, we say Toot. We don't say Hut. So my name here will be Huto? Okay. So I was like, oh, maybe I have Egyptian in my, you know, my history. I don't know. So thank you so much. All right, so I'm just here to share with you what we can do to partner together. Just a moment. Are we good, Koya?
So you wake them up and then again you give them a break.
I mean, I don't. I don't know.
You wake them up. They're all alive, and then all of a sudden you stop and they're just.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry about this.
So please.
Yes, like I said, with the launch, we are giving you a very good offer, good relationship, and one of the things we want to offer you is a 50% discount on any of your Microsoft subscription. This is only for your first year, your year one, okay? So 50% you'll pay, 50% you don't pay for it. Then, for the next 2 years, every year you have to pay normal price. I mean, good things do come to an end, right? You don't have to, okay, anyway. So what is the benefit of this offer? Please note that the offer is only for Microsoft technologies that are on cloud, like your Microsoft 365, Power Platform, your Dynamics, Azure, you know, and many more. And what benefit do you get? So when you take the offer, okay, even if you don't take the offer but you want to work with us, we are going to give you free training and certification, okay? So you can understand how to use the product, the solution. And also, your team, if you have an internal IT team, they will have the right skills to support your organization. Again, you also have access to free workshop. The workshops can be in-house, can be virtual, however you want it. And the workshops are supposed to help you your business. You optimize your costs, become more efficient, you know, anything you want to do, how to plan your digital transformation journey, what you need to improve on, your strategies, technology-wise, so on and so forth. And then also you will get free assessment. Assessments are important because when you do assessment, you can see how currently things are and what you need to do better. Okay, you can do cybersecurity assessment, you can do your licensing, modern work, any assessment you get for free. Does this sound good? Okay, okay. How many of us will sign up? The yes was resounding, but I only see 4 hands. Okay, there's more. Okay, there's more. I will show you more. Again, we are here to look for partners, okay, relationship with businesses. If you have a business, whether you have the business as an idea or active, so idea may be like a startup, you know, and you want funding or support, or you are any business, telco, banking, school, anything, okay? We have partnership program that we're looking for. How are we going to help you? We'll do your go-to-market. If you have services, products you want to take to market, we can help you accelerate your adoption rate, increase your conversion rate. We will give you $3,000, okay, to use for your digital marketing, all right? And then free 6 months use of Dynamics CRM. Does that sound good? Who doesn't want $3,000? Okay? But this is only for partnerships, okay? So B2B partnership.
I think they think that it's a joke. It's not a joke.
No, it's real. It's real. So you have your business, you want to reach more customers, okay? The $3,000 is for your marketing, your digital marketing, okay? And then the Dynamics is just for you to manage your customers, manage your relationship, customer journey, everything like that. And then, of course, we'll help you with product development, reduce the time it takes for you to develop projects and take them to market, and then also lower your costs, you know, manage. Some services, they can, you know, be a bit costly to the business. What can I do to improve? You know, my sales department is not doing well. What can I do? So even extending your scaling the business, bringing new products, new services, okay? Then, of course, generate more new income into the business. So we want to give you an opportunity to scale the business, to have more channels, okay, of bringing more money. And then, of course, lattice. So because we are a technology company, and Microsoft is our biggest partner, we have over 300 people that are competent on Microsoft solution, any Microsoft solution. But not only Microsoft, we also work with other partners. So any solution, technology-wise, addressing any business need, we can support you. If you don't have the skills, you want to do your business, yes, we will help you with this. Our team can become your back office, or our team can actually be use to extend your capabilities, okay? So you have an opportunity, you don't know what to do, you don't have resources, you can partner with us. Okay, so far so good? Are we okay? Okay, shukran. Okay, and then what we want to do is, help you reimagine your customers, work on your business model, and also obviously use technology to have innovations. Okay, I already talked about this. So now, the offer, like I spoke, is on Azure M365, Dynamics, and Power Automate. And then now we have the solution assessments. I've talked about the solution assessments. We can do modern work, cybersecurity, data infrastructure. There are many of them. And modern work, okay, this is just more details, really, okay? Then there's another program we have. It's called Mudiva. Mudiva, have you heard that word before, Mudiva? No? Okay. This is our internal program. We have an organization responsible to help your IT team to upskill in any Microsoft technology. You don't have to pay for them. You don't have to pay for training for your IT staff, okay? So they have to register under your organization, and then they have to take some learnings. But they have to be serious because they must complete certain parts before we can give them the exam voucher. So in the program, they will be meeting other technology experts, they'll build a relationship, but they will learn all the technologies, and at the end, they'll be trained and certified on those Microsoft. So we'll provide them with questions, exam dumps, anything that they need, and the free vouchers. What are the benefits here, as I've mentioned? Recognition from industry leaders, Microsoft has a way of recognizing organizations that are doing well in terms of utilizing technology. If you're an advocate, you have that experience. You can also earn credibility in the cloud era. We are living in the cloud era. There's Microsoft Cloud and many other clouds out there. So if you have the certification, people can trust that you know what you're doing, and so you have credibility. It also helps to, within the employees or the IT team members, they will have the higher desire for other skills. We don't do IT like old, okay, not old, but a few years ago. You don't need to go physically and attend to an issue. You can do it virtually, okay? And then, of course, it can accelerate your career, and then the free exam certifications. Okay. I don't know why.
Yeah, just say.
Yeah, you have to project. Okay, so I'm almost done, I promise, so that I don't bore anyone. All right?
FACs everywhere. FACs everywhere.
They're taking over my presentation. Can you imagine? Okay. Mr. Koye, went back again.
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Yes. So what we want to say, let me close. What we want to say to our colleagues and counterparts in Egypt, ladies and gentlemen, is Reliance Infosystems is an organization that cares about you. We care about your success. And for us, it's important to understand you and to understand your needs. So if there's anything that you would like us to support you with, we are here. And with our partners, Microsoft, we are willing to go the extra mile to ensure that you get success. We offer free proof of concepts for our customers. We offer credits. We offer training. We offer anything that you would need to ensure that before you say, I want to buy the product, is the product going to work? Okay, so you don't need to make investments. So we are here for you. We are here to support you. And I hope that together with our team, you will feel free to reach out to us. For me, I'll be in Egypt until Friday. We're staying in Jewel. So if you want to have maybe the business meeting, you want a partnership, you have questions, please do not hesitate to reach out, okay? And we can connect. You can visit our website for more information, and we would keep in touch with all of you, share every resource, send everything that we talked and presented here today, all right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for welcoming Cloudbase to Egypt. Shukran.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tito. It was a pleasure having you and for such a wonderful presentation. So before we come to an end, few questions, please. You have a question? Not from me, please. For whom? Not for me. Yeah. I'm not ready to answer any question.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you for having us today. I'm asking Ms. Tutu or you, Mr. Jamil, about the strategic partnership. As you mentioned, it's applicable for startups who have been in Egypt 4 years ago, and now we are launching our new digital solution, which is Univortal. And I'm asking for the strategic partnerships or long-term partnership. Is it any criteria for the startup to apply for this or no?
Thank you for the question. The only criteria is we just need to hear from you, what is it that you require? And then one of the things we do also, depending on how the startup is set up, we can help you to register for the Microsoft startups as well, give you access to other networks that can help you raise whatever, you need. So please make sure you connect with us and we'll share with you how to start the program.
We are here, so we will connect with you, and then we can discuss, how we can do partnership together. Yeah. So, Ms. Tudo, she just explained, the promotions that we have and the offerings that we will be offering in the market. So, I want to know, just want to ask you, Modiva, she just explained Modiva. So what is Modiva? Can anyone answer? Anyone? Sorry? Yes, please. Yes. Career? From Microsoft. Okay. Training platform. Yes. Rightly said. So Modiva is a program where we give you trainings, we train your staff, we educate them, we provide them certification, and we make sure that they're, aware of the solution and they have full knowledge. So I want to give you something. Okay, so something for you, a small gift. Thank you so much for you. So Modiva is from Reliance, it's from Microsoft. Modiva is a Reliance project, and we are the one who are offering Modiva program for training and educating. Now, I think you guys are hungry. I'm hungry. I'm just waiting for the lunch. So what is the time? When is the lunch? Okay. Okay, fine. So we will have our lunch, and then after the lunch, we will go home. And then we will sleep. I want to sleep. So I'm so tired, really. Just to make this event successful, we have been working on it. And thank you so much. I really appreciate You people are great. You have been very interactive, and thank you so much. We are just waiting for our CEO, who will do the closing remarks. So he will join us live, and then he will give his closing remarks. So bear with me a few minutes, please. And then we will run to the lunch. And after the lunch, we can have interaction. If anyone has got any kind of question, they want to discuss anything, we are here. I myself will be here until the 18th of March. And if anyone wants to meet me, I'm available. I'm ready to come over to your office, anywhere you say. As Madam Tulip. So the old name was Tulip, and now the new name is Jewel Hotel. So if anyone wants to meet us, they can come over, or if they want us to come, we are ready to come and meet you guys. So Mr. Patrick is okay. Just a few more minutes before we go for the lunch. Yeah, we will hear our CEO, and then we will end up the session, and that's it. Or they want to ask, we are here. We can. I hope now you know that Reliance. You heard the name, and I hope you don't forget the name. After having lunch, go out and Reliance? I don't know Reliance. What is Reliance? So please. Yes. Egypt. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Egypt, we're seeing a lot of opportunities in Egypt. And Egypt is a vast market, So it's the right time to get into the market, Egypt market, and, to have business. So we are here, and we are hoping that, we'll do well. Not sure, because looking at the Egypt market, it's growing, and there's a lot of development. I myself, I'm surprised, when I go around and I see and I meet people. So wonderful, wonderful. And I wish Egypt the best, inshallah. In coming future, all these problems will be solved, and it will be on another level, inshallah. Yes. So, Patrick, is he there? Yeah. So, one more question. What we are offering, can anyone please tell me? Reliance. You're very active. You're very active. Oh, the lunch is coming. Yes. Yes, so what we are offering, please?
You are offering different services for cloud services and ERP systems to support other companies to be more successful and to support the digital transformation companies or the digital transformation field, which is the future waiting for us.
Yes, absolutely right. And can you just tell me what our promotion is? We have a promotion. So what is a promotion? Wait. Yes? For the first year. And what about the second year? And fourth year? Fifth? It's just 3 years. Okay, so the first year, we offer 50% discount, and then the second, third year, it's the normal. Rightly said. So I have something for you. And so I have something for everyone, actually, because everyone knows our offers. You as well? What is the promotion? Yes, absolutely. The contract is for 3 years. Great, great, great. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. All are so. Oh, why I did 1,000 for free? Who will forget? No one. Yes. So I have a few gifts remaining, so I'll give it to you. I forgot the faces. Okay. You were the one? No. Oh, really? No, there are only few. And see, she's looking at me. If I don't give it to her, she's gonna kill me. Thank you so much. Thank you. There was someone else who said, yes, 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 I'm coming. Yes. Yes. For new. Yes, this is for you. You're welcome. Where is our MD? Where is our CEO? Patrick, is he on live? He's live? Can, please. Sorry for the delay, please. Sorry, apologize. We have some technical issues. We're trying to connect. Just a few more minutes. So by the time, your tables are getting ready for the lunch. How was the event? Please tell me, how was the event? We want to hear from you. How was the event? Why everyone is... Yeah, everyone is looking at me as if I have asked some strange question, So he says it was perfect. Really? You mean it? Thank you so much. How was it? Thank you so much. We appreciate, we really appreciate. It's all because of you guys. It's all because of you, really. Thank you so much, thanks. We would love to see you again and again. We will have more events in future, inshallah. We are coming up with another event after Ramadan, inshallah. And for sure, we will be inviting you all again. Yes, it will be a pleasure, again, to have you all. Yes, and working with you. Yes, this is for you. You're welcome. Where is our MD? Where is our CEO? Oh, I can see myself. Patrick, is he on live? He's live. What's going on?
On live?
Oh, yes, okay, okay. Yes, there he is, yes. So, Mr. Yemi, can you hear us?
Can someone confirm if I'm live?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Clearly.
So, yes, you're live now.
So I can proceed. Do I proceed? Is there a video feed of me? Okay, so I can proceed. So my message is very short. So much has been said today, and I believe the audience got the message. And our message is bold and brave. Digital transformation pathway to braving the storm of the current global financial crisis. The COVID crisis has boomeranged into so many financial cases across the world, not just in Egypt. But whether you're a public sector organization, or you're a commercial entity, or you are into non-profit organization, Microsoft Cloud as a platform, combined with the millions of technology, innovation, applications developed by the ecosystem of Microsoft partners across the world, are here to serve you and help you ride the storm. We want to work with you to lower your spend on technology. We want to partner with you to rethink how you orchestrate your business processes, how you achieve collaborations among employees, how you engage your customers effectively, and transform your services. We want to help you to do more with less, so you can business or non-profit performance level in your sector. We are positioning our social outcome philosophies, Careerdemi, Modiva, 50% off your first subscription, providing digital advisory services, complimentary support, consulting services, and many more. Our brand identity in Egypt was unveiled today for the first time. Cloud-based Egypt. Can we all clap to that? I'm clapping here. Cloud Brace
Please,
Cloud, to solve your most pressing operational challenges. Alongside with Microsoft Egypt, we are happy to support you and make your organization succeed. On this note, I'd like to thank you for coming, and you can be sure that we have your back when it comes to technology solutions to make you succeed. When it comes to paying your costs to make you succeed. When it comes to accelerating your success to make you succeed. Thank you, everyone. And I'd like to say goodbye. Thanks.
So that was Mr. Yami, our CEO. Thank you so much, everyone, for making this event a successful event. And we look forward to working with you and seeing you in the coming days. So we will end up over here. You can have your lunch, and then we can, meet. We can do one-on-one interaction. If anyone has got any question, we are here. We can discuss further after you have your lunch. So please enjoy your lunch, and thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure to have you all. Thank you so much.
Customer excellence are our heartbeats. That is why we come up with new methods, ideas, products, and solutions to meet our customers' needs while initiating and sustaining a symbiotic relationship with them. We aim to deliver exceptional services that surpass our customers' expectations. To achieve this, we see ourselves as partners or co-owners of their business. This way, we are better able to support our customers until they achieve their desired outcomes. We listen, understand, and ensure that we address our customers' pain points, knowing that our success is measured by the quantum of progress that we have been able to help them achieve. We are ready to also provide your organization with aligned innovations and guidance till success is attained. Reliance Infosystems. Reinventing the world. Service is a lifelong commitment and dedication to helping others achieve results that matter to them. This perspective is what shapes our success outcome philosophy at Reliance Infosystems. As an organization, innovation and customer excellence are our heartbeats.